All right. So we call this the quick fire round. The rules are, I ask you a question. You don't think about it. First thing that comes to mind. So it's meant to be quick. None of this I've had people who are like, I'm like, no, quick. And then they're like thinking. And I'm
like Family Feud.
Yes. Quick. Family Feud. All right. Let's go. Ready? Okay. Describe yourself in 3 words.
Fiery, confident, glowing.
When you hear the word successful, who's the first person that comes to mind?
Me.
I love that. Love that. Favorite book?
Shoe Dog.
That was a good one.
Nike founder. Yeah.
That was a good one. Favorite gift to give?
Love.
Favorite gift to receive?
Love.
Oh. What do you love about where you live?
The vibrancy of the community.
What's your favorite item of clothing?
Oh, this is hard. I don't know. Oh, I'm going to say it because I said it earlier. Gym tights.
Because you're very fit, right? Fitness is a big part of what you do.
Yes.
Right? Okay. And why is that important to you?
I think that's also one of my personal things that take me out of the business. It's just something that I get to work on myself, and I feel good after, and it also motivates me after I go for a run. I was like, whoo, I could tackle the world. So that's kind of just why I like keeping my health up there.
Nothing like those endorphins, right? Get you going. I don't do anything. Yeah. What's your favorite time of day and why?
Night. I'm a night owl, even though I always fight my sleep. Getting up every day is probably the worst part of my day. I always say once I'm up and I'm good, but I hate waking up. But I think at night, that's where my creativity comes. And I would, even through school, I would always love pulling an all-nighter versus waking up early because I didn't trust myself. If I said, I'm just going to wake up early and do it, I didn't trust it. So I was like, let me just get it done. Now I got this. So nighttime.
Are you one of those people who has like multiple alarms or presses the snooze button like 20 times?
How did you know? I have intervals. I'm like, okay, if I snooze this one, at least this one's going to come off, and then this one, and then I have one across the room if that's my fail-safe. It's like if I'm not up already, I have to actually get up and hit snooze. So I am that person.
What's your favorite food?
Oxtail.
Girl.
Oh my gosh. Ooh, yes, oxtail.
Okay, if you had to have a dinner with anybody, 2 people, who would you have dinner with and why?
Beyonce, all-time favorite. And while she's there, might as well bring Rihanna since she works so closely with her husband. Beyonce, I've just always idolized as a kid. Maybe why I'm a little blonde. But I think she was just so powerful. And, I didn't realize that she's actually not at least 6 foot, because whenever I saw her, I just saw an Amazon of a woman. I was like, wow. Until I saw her in concert and I touched Beyonce. And I have a video of her like singing to me. I was like, this is the best moment of my life. But I've just always idolized her, and her work ethic is unreal. From a kid, she's just so she has my heart. And then Rihanna, I've always also loved her too, just for her beauty and her as an idol. I think in high school, one of my first big chops was cutting off my hair, dyeing it black, having the swoop, and I was like, and I got the eyes? Okay, I can make this work. So I wanted to be Rihanna as well as Beyonce, but also just her work ethic over the last few years has been her Fenty line, even her starting off with Puma, and then her making Fenty Beauty, and then Savage Fenty, and then I know she's going to tap into all the markets. I just can't wait to see what she has as people are screaming at her to put out more music. But I think it's the work ethic in these women that I love, and seems like they're beautiful on the outsides and just so confident, but also they put in the work and they're not just a pretty face. So I think that's what I appreciate about both of them.
What can't you get through the day without?
But first, coffee. I need a coffee or a tea in the morning. I've tried, being health conscious. I'm going to have a green tea. It's a hot beverage. I'll be fine. And just nothing like a good coffee or a black tea in the morning. And I think because my mom's British, so my mom's Jamaican, but she was born in England. And that was the British tea, and where it's so milky, it's practically white. Sugar, everything. That's kind of, I think because I've had it from childhood, that's what starts my day.
So we talked earlier about you were checking your phone because it's a big season for you, lots of sales coming in. What's the screensaver on your phone?
Oh, you have to look! Well, my lock screen is a simple wood background with green leaves, but my actual phone background is palm trees with a Jamaican sunset.
Oh.
The dream.
The dream.
The dream.
What's your
look at that in the day. I was like, I'll be there
one day soon. What's your favorite app?
The calendar? I don't think I have a few favorites, but I'm always in my notes, calendar, reminders, because I can't survive without those. My Shopify app to make sure money's still coming in. And I listen to podcasts a lot, Google Play Music. Yeah. I'm that type of person. I cannot do anything in silence. I need something to distract myself so I can zone in. So I'm always listening to something on my phone. So.
Other than your phone and your purse, what do you carry with you all the time?
Car keys? Or that would be in the purse.
That's fine.
Or liquid lipstick. I hate reapplying lipstick, so I will get those liquid lipsticks to stay on all day, and everyone's like, wow, it really... I was like, girl, I'm only applying once, and once that's out, it's out.
That's it, I'm done.
Yeah, so that's one thing I do like to wear.
All right, we just talked about the palm trees on your phone. Of all the places you've ever visited, what's your favorite?
So other than Jamaica, I have three. Jamaica because I'm Jamaican, and my mom has taken me from when I was young, and I've just always loved the palm trees, the sand, the water, just the food. A moment.
Did you have breakfast?
I did not. So
that's why the food ones are like...
Ooh. Yeah, so nothing beats Jamaica in that sense. But for my university grad trip, I went with my best friend to Europe. It was my first time. And flew into Paris, but I also visited Portugal and Spain. And I still, to this day, I still can't decide what I liked better. Portugal and Spain. It just had, we went to Barcelona and went to Lisbon, and just, they were both so different because Barcelona is a busy city, but it was, I loved the busyness of it. I loved the European alleys where you had all the cafes loved that. And then Portugal, I loved all of the cobblestone and the beaches and the fish, the food, because that's what really and truly matters.
Food is a thing for you.
That's what matters. But I love both. They both had a little bit different to offer. So I like those places.
What's your favorite? Okay, if you had to pick a theme song for your life, go. What would it be?
Of course, Beyonce comes first. A theme song. For some reason, the song that always comes to me is So that's the song I'm gonna go with, just because that is my number one song that there is.
That's Crazy in Love.
Crazy in Love.
And her in those shorts.
I was there in grade 6, watching the TV, and I was like, okay, yeah. That was I.
That's iconic. When I think Beyonce, that's probably one. It's her on stage, or whatever. But it's her in those shorts.
other than, single ladies, but I was like, no, I'll leave that one. Stick with Crazy in Love. And then she brought on Jay-Z. And I think that was when there was speculation about them dating, but you didn't really know. And then when he came, I was like, oh, it's real. So, yes.
What's your worst habit?
So my worst habit would be procrastination. I'm not the best with time. And I really, truly think I'm going to get the tattoo of the broken clock from Alice in Wonderland. I'm late. That is I as well. I'm working on it. The close ones around me, like my license plate is already late. It's a real thing. It is a thing. I'm working on it. But I kind of spin it in a positive way because, and I think this is, rewarding bad behavior. But as a kid, project could have been a month out. I'm like, oh, I got time. The Sunday evening, not even the whole day, not the weekend, the Sunday evening. Right before it was due, I was like, and I feel like that's when I put out my best work. And because I got A's, I was like, well, the system works. I, cram everything to a little bit of time. And I think that's probably why I do that now. I'm able to cram things in little spaces of time and just go in versus, slowly doing it. I work well under pressure.
With your business partners and the two businesses, are they different or are they the same?
They are, and this is again why they're opposites. So I called myself an organized mess, which is why I always rely on my calendar, reminders and notes. They're both OCD with cleaning and everything where it has to be and very timely people. So this is why they also balance me out because I'm so late. They're so early. I'm like, well, then we could just meet in the middle and be right on time.
What do you wish you had more of in your life?
I was going to say time, leading into the little segue. Time. I wish I could sleep more, but I know that sleeping for that long would take away time from my other businesses that I really need to do. But speaking with older people and even, 60 plus, and I kind of ask them about their journey in their life. And I think it's very important for younger people to speak to the older generations because even though we have fresh eyes, it's a different time, there's still so much knowledge that you can learn.
So this is the last question that I would like to ask you. What's a question that you wish you got asked more often? Or what's a question you wish I would have asked you today?
Firstly, you asked some really good questions and it was very natural. You're amazing at what you do. A question that I wish people asked. That's hard. I feel like I'm super talkative and I'm the type, if I don't get asked a question, you will know I will tell you and talk about it anyways. I don't think it's about what people ask me. I think it's what questions can I ask? Because I already know what I know. And the only way I'm going to expand on that knowledge is by asking others. And in turn, that provides more value for me because I have a greater aspect. So that's how I would spin that question there.
Good spin. Very good spin. It's been such a joy. And you know what struck me is you're younger than my daughter. Oh my gosh. She could be my daughter.
92.
But you should be so proud of yourself. Truly, you're phenomenal.
Oh, thank
you're
you so
truly
much.
phenomenal. And I see for you big things. I think that what will stop you from achieving big things will be you. You're the only person who will get in your way because what you've achieved in 5 short years, less than 5 short years with this business and the challenges of just, setting up a business and then, coming up with product and all of that. And having a full-time job. Girl.
I don't know why I did it to myself.
So I wish you just so much success because you truly deserve it.
Thank you.
I'm so honored to have met you. Thank you so much for making time. I was like,
Okay.
Thank you so much. Here's what I'd love to ask you as our community. So I want to know from you, who do you want me to have on the show? Who would you like me to interview? Who are some of the amazing women whose stories you would like for us to share on this platform? If you have any fantastic ideas, and even better, if you can connect me with them, please comment, leave your comment, or DM me and tell me who are some incredible stories I should be sharing on this platform. And the other ask that I have of you is for you to subscribe. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on social media. We're on Instagram and Facebook, and share. Please share. If you find any of our interviews inspiring, please share them with your friends and family.